Let's talk about hotels, those anonymous temporary sanctuaries we rent for a night or two. They're supposed to be safe, neutral spaces where you can unwind, lock the door, and leave the world outside. But what if something personal and unsettling is already inside, waiting for you? Imagine, after a long, exhausting day, you check into a bland, impersonal hotel room, you toss your bag on the bed, head straight for the bathroom and turn on the shower, letting the steam fill the room. For a moment, you're finally alone, or so you think. You step out, wrapped in a towel, feeling clean and refreshed. But something's off. You reach for the fogged-up mirror, ready to see your reflection. Then you freeze. There, revealed by the steam, is a word, a name, your name, scrawled in ghostly residue, waiting for the heat to bring it to life. Suddenly, the anonymous hotel room is no longer a sanctuary, it's a stage, and you're not the only actor on it. The feeling of privacy is shattered. The room, once neutral, now feels invasive. You realize someone knew you'd be here. Someone wanted you to see this. The illusion of safety is gone. The story that will haunt you has just begun. In that moment, you understand you are not alone, and the hotel room is not as anonymous as you thought. My name, Sarah, written on the mirror, as if traced by an invisible hand before I arrived. The letters were unmistakable, childlike, and chilling. My mind scrambled for logic. Did I do this? Was it a cleaning product? No, I'd just walked in. The steam made it appear, meaning it was written in something resistant. Oily, maybe. My heart pounded. I stood, dripping in a towel, staring at my own name. Someone had access to my reservation, my credit card, my room. The intimacy of it was terrifying. It wasn't a threat in lipstick, it was subtler, a secret message just for me. I backed away, scanning the room for any sign of another presence. Every shadow seemed sinister. Adrenaline took over. I dressed quickly, hands shaking. The lock felt flimsy. The silence was deafening. I had to get out. But first, proof. I snapped a photo, knowing I might not be believed. My fear would be dismissed as hysteria. The photo was my only shield. With my bag and phone, I unlocked the door and left. I walked toward the front desk, mind racing. Who did this? Why? The sense of violation was overwhelming. I needed answers, but I doubted I'd get them. The hotel's indifference was already looming in my mind. I was about to find out just how little my fear mattered. The real horror wasn't the name, it was the system that allowed it. I braced myself for the next encounter, and I knew I'd never look at hotel mirrors the same way again. I marched to the front desk, determined to be heard. "Someone's been in my room," I said, showing the photo of my name on the mirror. The receptionist barely blinked. "It's the cleaning products," he said, waving it off. I stared, incredulous. "The cleaning products spelled my name?" He smiled, patronizing. "Sometimes residue forms patterns, or words." He was telling me a random smear had formed the 5 letters of my name. The classic hotel staff shuffle began. Deflect, dismiss, make the guest feel like the problem. I insisted. "It's my name. How would a cleaner know it?" His smile faded. "Perhaps you wrote it yourself and forgot." The implication. I was either lying or delusional. He offered to move me to another room, as if decor was the issue. He missed the point entirely. This was about being targeted, about security. Moving rooms didn't erase the fact that someone had access to my details and my door. I refused. I wanted a refund. His face soured. Refunds meant paperwork and admission of fault. That was the one thing the hotel would never give. My fear was an inconvenience, not a concern. The system was designed to protect itself, not me. I checked out, knowing nothing would change. The hotel's indifference was as chilling as the name on the mirror. I left, but the sense of violation lingered. The message was clear. Your safety is negotiable, and the hotel would always choose its own comfort over yours. I walked away, but the story was far from over. The real problem was bigger than one room. It was everywhere. In a new hotel lobby, I turned to the internet for answers. I searched name written on hotel mirror and found a flood of stories. Women everywhere, from Manchester to Texas to Singapore, had experienced the same thing. Solo female travelers, locked rooms, a hot shower, their name revealed in the steam. The responses were always the same. Hotel staff dismissed them, blamed cleaning products, or suggested it was their imagination. It was a pattern, a global, ignored phenomenon. Reading these stories was terrifying but also validating. I wasn't alone. My fear was real, and it was shared. This wasn't a one-off creep or a ghost. It was a method, a technique, a systemic issue. Hotels swept it under the rug, refusing to listen. The anonymity of hotels was being weaponized. Someone with access was using it to intimidate women. And the most chilling part? They kept getting away with it. The official channels failed us, time and time again. Our safety was never the priority. The illusion of security was just that, an illusion. But now I knew I wasn't crazy, and I wasn't alone. So, who's doing this? The truth lies with those who hold the master keys. Anonymous testimonies from hotel staff revealed the mirror trick was an open secret. Housekeepers and porters knew about it, sometimes as a creepy legend, sometimes as an ongoing problem. A maintenance worker sees a solo woman's reservation, enters the room, writes her name on the mirror with a soap stick or oily finger. It's invisible until steam hits it. It takes seconds. It's deniable. Management prefers to ignore it. Investigating would mean admitting a security failure. It's easier to dismiss the guest as overreacting. "We'll look into it" is code for "we'll forget this as soon as you leave." This creates a culture of impunity. Perpetrators know they're unlikely to face consequences. The system protects them, not the guests. It's not just a few bad apples. It's a systemic rot. Women's concerns are downplayed, sending a clear message: your fear doesn't matter. There's no database for offenders. They move from hotel to hotel, unchecked. The industry's quest for smooth service has created the perfect cover for harassment, and it's all hidden in plain sight. A hotel room should be a fortress of solitude. You lock the door, slide the chain, and believe you're safe. But the name on the mirror shatters that illusion. Someone with a master key can enter your space at will. The sanctuary is breached. Every hotel stay becomes an exercise in vigilance. You check behind curtains, under beds, wedge a chair under the door. The freedom of travel is replaced by constant threat assessment. The psychological toll is real, not just fear of harm, but the violation of privacy. You question every sound, every staff member. The anxiety is exhausting. Even in a locked room, your safety is conditional. The name on the mirror is a symbol of vulnerability. The systems meant to protect you are flawed. In the end, you realize you're the only one who can truly protect yourself. Intuition, the gut feeling that something's wrong. Women are taught to pay attention to the atmosphere, to read subtext, to notice tiny shifts. It's a survival mechanism, not magic. When I saw my name on the mirror, logic tried to explain it away, but my intuition screamed, "Danger! Get out!" The receptionist wanted me to doubt myself, to accept his explanation. Too often, women are told they're being dramatic. We're taught to be polite, not to make a fuss. But your discomfort is a message. Trusting that feeling isn't paranoia, it's self-preservation. It's your superpower. Celebrate it, don't suppress it. When a situation feels wrong, it is wrong for you. You don't owe anyone a debate. Honor your intuition and get to safety. Here's a radical idea. You're allowed to make a scene. Be the difficult woman if your safety is at stake. Your well-being matters more than a hotel's reputation. Don't let anyone make you feel your fear is an inconvenience. If dismissed, escalate. Ask for the manager. Use social media. Leave a public review. Your story could force change. Never stay where you feel unsafe, no matter the cost or inconvenience. Leave. Your peace of mind is worth more than a room. Don't accept another room in the same hotel. You don't owe anyone politeness when threatened. Politeness is for safe situations. Directness is your friend when alarm bells ring. I'm leaving because I do not feel safe. That's enough. Be firm, be clear, be your own fiercest advocate. In that moment, you're the only one you can trust. Your safety is not negotiable. The name on the mirror isn't unique, it's everywhere. Each story alone can be dismissed, but together they demand attention. Sharing our stories is an act of collective power. Every woman who speaks up makes it harder for the next to be ignored. When you share your experience, you validate others and build a community of belief. Your story becomes a warning for others, a vital piece of intelligence. We learn from each other, create our own safety net, and support one another. Let's agree to believe women. Listen, support, and ask what she needs. Share your own stories, no matter how small. Be the chorus that grows into a shout. The world becomes safer when we demand it. That demand starts with telling the truth and believing others. Your voice matters. Use it.